Hey gang, how's it doing? Gonna give a quick little update here. A couple weeks ago, I went to a flea market, and it was a pretty big place, and there was a lot to explore there, and yeah, and quite a few knife dealers, and yeah, a lot of new stuff, some old stuff, and yeah, and it was like quite a lot to explore, and had a nice time, and yeah, and I found some good stuff, got some really good deals on what I was able to find, and pretty happy with what I found. And so first up, if you probably saw this is just a little battle axe. It's just it's something you hang on your wall. That's all it is, really. It's not really, I don't think you really would chop wood with this thing. It's not, doesn't, I mean, it's not, it's very sharp, not that sharp, but, most, I guess you could, sharpen it up, make it usable, but mostly it's just a decoration piece, just something I'm hanging on my wall. So anyway, but yeah, I got it for like 20 bucks, I think, or 25 maybe. Yeah. So yeah, that was a cool find. Next up, anyway, I found this thing. I mean, it was just, I only paid $3 for it, and it's freaking beautiful. I mean, this is an old Japanese folding knife lockback. It's from the company Valor, and it has this beautiful engraving here in the bolsters there on the handle, and there's the pattern here, this handle pattern. I don't know, it's some kind of yeah, I don't know, these handles, it's some type of resin handle with this I don't know, like acrylic or something in there, something they used, I don't know, to make that, like, make this rainbow pattern. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's beautiful, whatever it is. And so yeah, it's it's a lockback folder, and as you can see there, it says Flash on it, and there's the stamp on the blade, Valor Stainless, Japan, 421. So yeah, and these old Japanese folding knives, they're really neat. I mean, always need to find those. They usually have some like cool patterns on them. So that's that. And next up, I think I paid only $6 for this one. Just a Chinese lockback folder, buck style. Just your cheapo lockback budget folder, and this one also has some really nice engraving work there on the handle. I like that. It has this nice frostwood handle, and yeah, so it was this I thought was pretty cool. Anyway, doesn't say what brand it is, just says 440 stainless, but yeah, it was like only $6. I thought, why not? Next up, yeah, I found a balisong there, another, of course, every time I go to a flea market, I always got to go home with at least one balisong. So yeah, and this one's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, I have another one that's a blue one has a similar pattern to this. This one's slightly different though, and it's pin constructed, and flips pretty well. So yeah, always, just so another addition to the balisong collection. Next up, I found this. I only paid $40 for this. It was pretty lucky. It's an old Japanese Mexican bullfighter switchblade lever lock, and these. Yeah, I have another one like this. This one's green. The other one I have is white, and my other one, I mean, it has really bad blade peak on it. I mean, it doesn't matter because I store the thing open anyway. But it just, the blade, it's kind of worn, and it has really bad blade peak, but this one is like in perfect shape almost. I mean, there's no peaking there, and and it works perfect. When I got it though, at the time, actually, it was the blade didn't open the whole way. It only came out like halfway there about, and so whenever I got home, I just oiled it up with some WD-40, and that did the trick. Now it works perfectly. Looks like a charm there, and it has a bayonet blade, and yeah, it's really nice, really lucky find there. 40 bucks. So next up, I found this. I paid only like, I think, $5 for this one. It's works as a liner lock folder, but it also has a hidden release in here. If you press this and press this part in this top bolster, and you get it's a switchblade. So yeah, and this one's actually a clone of an older Microtech knife. It was I believe the Microtech LCC, I think it's called. Anyway, I think yeah, Next Archer, Adam Archer, I think he has an original Microtech LCC. So may go check his channel and check that out. So, okay, oh, excuse me. Next up, I found this. This was only $3. This little switchblade here that has this really cool, like, handle scale there with this flower on there. It's kind of like 3D in a way, you know, anyway, and it was only $3, you know, like, I couldn't pass it up, you know. And it's a Warncliffe blade, and it just says, KY, I guess, I don't know what that, maybe Kentucky, I don't know. But, yeah, KY Daoe is what it says. Who knows, but yeah, this I thought was pretty nice. Yeah, $3, thought why not. Next up, I found this. It's for $35. It's a Smith & Wesson SWAT folding knife, and just like this knife, this one actually has a little hidden secret in there. Yeah, see this little shield here with this like this little button here. Press down on this, and yep, this one's also an automatic. So yeah, and these ones, I think they're no longer in production actually. So yeah, I got this, a lucky find. Yeah, for $35. Yeah, definitely happy to have found that one. Anyway, next up at this series, I got one fixed blade while I was there, and it's this Sheffield knife. It's a yeah, Sheffield like fixed blade with has this handle. I don't know if that's real stag. I don't think so. I think it's like synthetic, you know. It says you know, it's something, you know, just I think it's kind of a plastic that they like made to look like stag, but anyway, but it has this like brass guard there and brass pommel, and you know, and it's a Sheffield. It's well, it's actually it's a Chinese knife. It was like it's a Chinese company using the Sheffield name. You know, Sheffield was an old English knife company. You know, they'd been around for a while. You know, they're you know, pretty well known. So you know, this anyway, this obviously isn't an original English Sheffield, but you know, it's a pretty nice knife. You know, I think I only paid $15 for this, and it has this nice leather sheath, you know, with a kind of a little sharpening stone there inside that front pouch. And this one could be a potentially good knife to take on a camping trip or some other outing, you know, if you wanted, you know. I mean, it could definitely be useful for one of your activities, you know, like if you potential outdoor activities. So yeah, that one was definitely a good find. So next up, and of course, whenever I go to the flea markets, you know, I always got to come home with at least one stiletto. Yeah, and I don't care if it's a cheapo Chinese one, you know, I always got to come home with at least one stiletto. And I found this blue marble stiletto, which I have an AKC clone that has the same kind of handle scale as this one, but this one has a different type of blade on it. It's not a pattern you see too often. It's this, as you can see, this cool raindrop blue blade with a raindrop pattern on it, and that's really nice. You know, I mean, it's like I've seen, you know, like I guess there's a few other, you know, like I've seen this, you know, on a few of these other Chinese stilettos, you know, and you know, and I think yeah, and it's pretty cool. You know, I mean, it's different, you know, definitely. You know, anyway, I like the way it looks, so yeah, I grabbed it. Yeah. So that's that. And next up, found another balisong while I was there. This one has a dragon on the handle there, and this one it's black blade, and this one's also pin constructed, you know, like the other one. And yeah, and it's pretty nice. Yeah, like it flips well, you know. So yeah, and there's another addition to the balisong collection. Okay, next up, I always, and of course when I go to the flea market, I always got to come home with at least one OTF as well. So I found this OTF. This one has it has this little like carbon fiber inlay there on the front, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, I thought yeah, so has good action on it. And yeah, and this one was like, I think I paid like $50 for this one. So yeah, always good to find an OTF. Next up is another stiletto, which is this one I got. It's a 13-inch. Well, actually, I shouldn't say not exactly a 13-inch. It's slightly under that. It's like 12.5 inches, which is kind of an odd size for a stiletto. But you know, it's another Chinese one. But this one was pretty. I like the way it looked, like the black handle scale and this kind of titanium finish there on the bolsters. You know, and it's pretty nice. You know, nice, you know, large stiletto, you know, anyway. You know, the larger ones obviously don't snap open as hard as the smaller ones, you know, obviously since they're larger blade, you know, more stuff, you know, more, you know, it's just, you know, it just takes a little, you know, more to move that, you know, so, yeah, anyway, I thought that was nice, yeah, you know. So yeah, anyway, just a quick update, you know, just for, it was a nice trip, a nice day, had a nice time that day. So anyway, hope you're doing well. Take it easy.